Yeah, what's going on, guys? I got some Black Ops 2 gameplay here for you using the SWAT 5.56 with the Cap 40 as a secondary. I think I get like one kill with the Cap 40. But anyways, I'm using the probably least most used gun in the whole entire game, the SWAT 5.56. I actually don't even like this gun. It is not physically attractive. I'm not attracted to it. You know, a lot of the times I find myself using guns that just look good. But in Black Ops 2, they made all the guns ugly. Like, there's literally not one gun that's just sexy, like the ACR from Modern Warfare 2, or, you know, the Scar H from Modern Warfare 2, like, the sexy-ass guns, the MTAR from Modern Warfare 2, just sexy-ass guns, you know what I'm saying? The Intervention, you know what I'm saying, is fucking sexy, right? So, especially when you got the right camo on it, it just makes a really sexy gun. And they just didn't do it with Black Ops 2. Like, all the guns look ugly to me, you know? There's not one gun. But anyways, some guns look good, like, no, I can't think of any. Maybe the MP7 is probably like the best looking gun in the game. But anyways, I wanted to ask you guys a question. What is the best? What do you guys think is the best thing in the entire world? Like, out of everything, what do you think it is? Love, family time, Xbox, girls, what? Vagina? I don't know. Titties actually could be it. But what I couldn't realize is it's most likely, and this isn't like a fact or anything. This is just my opinion. But if I had to say that, if it was like on a million, what was it? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And it was the final question. I would definitely have to go with imagination. Your imagination, because your imagination is just. I mean, it's everything. It's literally everything. It's such an underrated thing that people don't even aren't even thankful for your imagination, right? You never just realize how important it is, because if there was no imagination, you wouldn't be hearing me right now. There would be no computer, there would be no Xbox, there would be no PS3, there wouldn't be anything for the most part. And that's the beauty of it, because everything, that's the beauty of it, because everything in this entire world originally started off as an idea where somebody just had some crazy imagination and they were just like, oh, what if I could make light or something? I mean, some things freaking came by accident, like starting a fire. Somebody was probably just like, oh shit, what the hell, I did something over here. But for the most part, people actually, imagine these things, like the television. Nobody thought a television wasn't an accident. Somebody constructed it and figured out some voodoo and got the picture to come up. And that's just how it began. And people, when they were thinking these things, they were probably like thinking people were insane. People were thinking, you're like, oh, you are crazy for even thinking that stuff. And then it just happens to be possible. I mean, if you go back to like 1,000 years ago and you say this is how the world's gonna be, so many people would look at you and probably be like, impossible. We've got trains running 100 miles per hour. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. The reason I wanted to bring up this commentary is because I watched the movie, and I think it was called In Time. I'm not sure. Justin Timberlake was in it. It was a good movie, and I enjoyed it. And the way this movie worked was time was the currency. Was pretty much time was money, and that's what everybody always say. Time is money, but it really is. Time is really money, and the whole point of this movie was there was no money. There was no money for anybody. You had time. And your time just randomly started kicking in at some certain part of your life. And once that time started, you pretty much knew when you were going to die. So everything in life, and here was the deal. Rich people could live as long as they wanted. Like, they could live a century, a million years, whatever. If you had time with money, literally, time was money. So if you had a job, you would work for time. And they would do something to you. They'd give you time in your arm. It was kind of crazy. I don't know what was going on. But they would give you time in your arm, and you get more time in your life. So you would work for more life. Then, unfortunately, in the ghetto of the movie where Justin Timberlake was from, they weren't being fair about it. They were the money that they gave away for work wasn't enough to support life. I mean, you got to do stuff. So once everything you had to do, if you had to eat, buy a meal, take the bus, everything took time. So eventually, people would die way earlier than they should in real life because, you were broke, you were poor, you were in the ghetto, and it just was nothing you could do about it. And if you wanted to leave, you needed a certain amount of time to leave. So this guy comes in and he has like 1 trillion years or something. And Justin Timberlake ends up saving his life because if you have a trillion years of life, somebody is going to kill you and take that time. All you have to do is like touch arms or something and you can take their time. So if you have 1 trillion years, it's just like freaking, let me see, it's like freaking Bill Gates just walking down the street in the hoodest part of USA. just money, waving his money in the air. With no security or anything, like you're gonna rob that man, like it's not, without question. And that's exactly what happened. Justin Timberlake ended up saving this guy's life. So he gave Justin Timberlake the time because this guy, he lived too long. He didn't want to live anymore. He was like, I'm tired of this. I'm out. You can have the time. I'm committing suicide. But anyways, I just thought it was really interesting because we actually do, even though in the movie you actually literally money was time, but that's exactly how it is today. It's pretty much the same exact thing. You spend time for money, and if you want to enjoy life, you have to spend time working. You spend your valuable lifetime. The time you have for life, you spend it doing other stuff just so you can enjoy your life. And I just thought that was pretty cool. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy the gameplay commentary. Some random BS I'm just spitting at you right now. But if you want to come check out the live stream, please do. I really enjoy your company, and I'm sure everybody else will.
As expected, you have not failed us.
Luke, hey Luke, do you think I could have got a lot more kills if I got my swarm?